Okay, guys, welcome back to World of Trades, stock trading and investing. This is episode 3, and we're going from 0 to 1 million. So let's get back to our daily work. Here today it's the 1st of November, and we are, first of all, let's look at the SPY. So the SPY is at a critical point. We have the RSI at 56, which is somewhere in between. We have the 50-day moving average and the 14-day moving average, MA13. So this is the exponential moving average, the 14 days. So here you can see how we are whenever we get far away from this point, we see a retracement back up. So it's easy to look backwards, and every time you can see here, every time when we went too far away from this 14-day moving average, we moved back up, and it happened every time. So the next time this happens, we can buy the dip, and we can get back into the game. Right now it looks like a very, because I mean, you never know with the market makers. You actually cannot know what are they going to do, but we can try to predict as much as possible. If it were possible to predict everything in the market, then the big boys or the money makers or the money or the market creators would have everything in their pockets. But usually sometimes happens that destroys their plans, like GME last year, which happened and changed a little bit at that time. And now here we are seeing and looking at the market. We are seeing the 200-day moving average. We are under, of course. And I wanted to say about the algos. So when the algos try to sell, so like a bad news comes out, and then the algorithms start immediately to sell everything. So that's when we can get sure that it's about the market makers, and a lot of the times it's illogical, and the markets are illogical. And if we want to get to our goal, to get from 0 to 1 million, and especially if we want to do that regardless of the circumstances, we have to know this of the market. Okay, so SPY right now, here you can see we are somewhere in the middle, so we could be bouncing off of this 50-day moving average. It has happened. For example, here we are seeing, look here, we're seeing a similar move. Maybe we have seen 1 2 3 green candles, and then 1 2 3 red candles, and then we bounced up. So interesting place to look at, and we are actually at an interesting inflection point. It might happen, it has happened before, and here you can see that the 200-day moving average acts usually as if we are up here, usually if we are above this line, it usually acts as a support line. If on the other hand we are down, then it can act as a resistance line. Okay, that's for the SPY. The market is a little bit uncertain right now, so we are still here. Let's look at the QQQ, similar stuff. Nasdaq, very similar. Here you can see very similar. Okay. And here, let's look at something and let's look at Doge. Dogecoin has done some interesting moves. So here we have, if I remember correctly, these are the three green knights, and here we have seen a big explosion. And every time it has happened in the past, so the RSI went, we are at an RSI of 93, so we are overbought. Maybe this could be an opportunity to short. And let's look, if we try to short the market at this instance, let's try with our paper trading account. So today I have done a little bit of trading, the SPY and SoFi. So with this account I've made you can see here some small changes. Okay, let's try shorting it. Let's try, for example, 10,000. Okay, we are short in Dogecoin. Okay, this is the 3-minute chart, and here, of course, here you could see this was at 0.15 cents. This was the best line to short it, of course, but you never know. Now it seems a good time to short. We will see tomorrow what happened. Okay, but let's look at some individual stocks. US 100 index. It looks like we are at a good point if you want to enter here longer term. Okay, let's look at the VIX. The VIX is falling down. Here you can see we are here we don't have any more buyers, so at the moment the VIX as the fear indicator, it looks like normal at the moment, so nothing is going on. Here you can see we are under all three lines, so we could expect a move back up, but usually as you look from the past, you see that here, for example, when we were this below this line, it usually went back up, so we could expect a new retracement. Something could possibly happen in the market. So whenever we were that much distant, we had back up. Interesting here. Okay, let's look at some individual stocks. Today the worst performer is Nikola. So we were at $3 at the moment, down 8%. It may be a good time for a swing if you feel it like that. For example, if we bounce off this 13 days moving average, we could see a rise. Then we have IDEX, okay, still waiting for the earnings call, but nothing is probably going to move up until down. They had okay, those triples E25 electric tractor production capacity with new assembly line at Windsor facility. Okay, that's good. Okay, that maybe the future, so could be great. Launches digital team, a very strategic partnership with Google Cloud. Okay, this is uh, this. I mean, it's not a bad stock. So if you're buying right here, we could see a climb up here. So if if you're buying right here, and if the market is going to reverse, if this happens, we could see another bounce. So it has happened here once, here once, here once. So it has happened in the past, and maybe it could happen again. It has been a long time. We are under all the lines, so I mean, it's it's similar. The graphs are similar, but remember, we are starting fresh. So we're starting if as if we are really poor. Like, okay, let's try, for example, buying 100 is $2 is $28. Okay, let's try it. Let's try and see what happens. We're buying the earnings call. We're expecting something great, so it's like a gamble. It's not something to be like prepared. AMC, okay, this could fall more, but at this moment it's not. I mean, technically speaking, it's not a good time for a short. Maybe if the results are going to be catastrophes, maybe. At the moment, no. Mara, MARI, okay, nothing happening, probably because it's connected with Bitcoin. TLRY, interesting, and this could fly sometimes in the future. It was, I mean, look, it was $300, though, as I'm not seeing any split, so it is down from that high. We are much more low, so it could be an interesting inflection point. Riot, similar to Mara. Okay, Amazon, maybe a good time. They fall short of 280 millions. Okay, it's like 0.22 of their revenue, but I mean, you probably can't go wrong. uh, you can't get much wrong with this, even though it's in a free fall, like here you see. But maybe a better line to buy here. You can see here, here there was a heavy buying at around $80. So maybe if I put an alert here on Amazon, maybe that would be a great point to start an entry. Upstart, oh my god. Look, Upstart was $400 and it fell to $22. So it's, I mean, what can you make of that? They had some news, okay, but I mean, I've traded this stock and have made some good returns, but right now it's like a gamble because everything is down. Google Google had an earning miss, 2 billion short, and they were a little bit 16% missed on earnings. Matterport, Metaverse stock. This is why it went to 40. It's like connected with Meta. So if Meta does great, so will Matterport. Here we seen they had a good earnings report. They fell short of 3%, but they made more money. So I mean, it's not bad. I mean, skills. this is a stock that pains very much because it was a lot of people are stuck somewhere here, and I mean they will have to execute very well, but probably it should be, if the market is going to be good, maybe this could 20x. It went down from 10, so it's like not the best at the moment. We have Apple. Let's look. Apple, here we can see an interesting point, but here you can see that we went well below this line. We were here, and right now the RSI is in the middle, so it's like a gamble. It could go up and could go down, but nothing at the moment. Like, you can buy 4 Apple shares, and if it goes up $5 you can make $5, but it's like, it's not, probably your money is not in danger if you go to Apple. Shift Technologies, okay, they are expecting a merger. Shift Technologies to buy car lots in shares, both shares up sharply after hours. Okay, this from 9th of August. Okay, no news recently. MicroStrategy, okay, it's linked with Bitcoin. XPEL, an interesting stock. I mean, this looks bad from this perspective. See here, you can see it from you can see here from, I mean, it's a free fall. I don't get it. I don't get it why it's so bad right now. If we were to look just from the technical point, whenever there will be an inflection point, as you have seen here, maybe we could have a strong rally. We have some negative catalysts for some negative catalysts like Katie Woods buying, etc., but nothing that negative at the moment. Palantir, okay, we are waiting the earnings call, and usually if you look at Palantir, usually when we go after the earnings call, we usually have expectations, waiting, etc. Okay. AFRM for holdings, of course, tied to Amazon. I believe in the future we will see this rise. I mean, if you split somewhere in between, this will be the resistance line. Here you have seen massive buying, and here also you have seen massive selling. So this one will be the next resistance. Here we will have the first resistance line, here where people will be selling, and here at the moment at 17 we're seeing support. So if you were to buy, we should buy here, and if we were to sell, we would sell here, and this would be 100% profit. That would be good. Netflix, okay, here we have some gap to fill, so maybe they had a great earnings call. Okay. Wish last year has done greatly. We have seen it started from 23 and went down, and then again we were at $33, and now we are here. They were much more profitable than expected, but they fall behind on revenue. Corsair Gaming, of course, streaming, gaming laptop. Okay, this could be interesting in the future. But let's look at the winners for today. The winners for today is Uber. Okay, what happened with Uber? Okay, here I don't see. Probably they had a great earnings call. SoFi had a great earnings call, and interestingly, it sold off. Actually, that's quite interesting. Interesting. See, you would expect this stock to perform better, but I guess it's just the market as a whole. I have Zoomedica. They had a great news. They had some. I read something about patent or something like that. So, I mean, this is a stock that I like personally. I like can. Yes, we can. We could say. And we are expecting earnings. Usually, if you look at that, whenever the earnings come, I mean, it's a company that's profitable. The revenue is $250. Their income is 92 millions. So they are profitable, and they are 36% profitable. So it's, I mean, technically, chart stock charts are telling us to sell. Let's leave 1 month. It's like a strong sell. Okay, no, I mean a moving average is okay, strong sell. From that view. I mean, it's an interesting stock. Here we have a support, and the analysts. I mean, here are a strong buy with a year price target of $7.22. So it might be an interesting stock. It provides computing solutions to solve problems. Current firm is focused on the research and development of technology, including such as AI chips, AI algorithms, AI architecture, system on chips, SOCs, integrated chip integration. It also provides a suite of AI service solutions. The company was founded by Li Jianhuan, Li blah blah, 2013. It's headquartered in Beijing, China. So it's like 14 years old. It's like 10 years, almost 10 years old. It went on the stock exchange here at $14, and it fell around here, so around $1, and we had a massive uptick. So it may happen again in the future. FinV, another interesting stock with positive. Here we have actually the technicals are a buy, the analysts ratings are a buy, so we could be going here. You can see here we see buying every time we come close to $4, we see buying, and every time we go to $1 we see selling. So this looks like the channel that we are right now in. So we were, if you bought here at $2.70, you would make 100% of return. So still an interesting stock. Meta was down massively. Let's look. I have some lagging. The CPU is not it. Okay. I mean, here they had a disastrous they had disastrous results, but still, it may be worth the shot. Look at here. So Meta still looks like a good stock to earn long term. If Mark, I mean, look, they went back to 10 years back, so like, so it seems like they've not done anything. So if we were to look from here, I mean, the RSI, they are at 23, so it looks like a good buy at the moment. I mean, I don't know. It looks like a good buy, but you never know. Social media gets a bump as a FCC members urges TikTok ban. Okay. I mean, we had the March drop, the big drop here, and we are. This does actually doesn't look a bad buy at this moment. It's interesting. Okay, and for the finish, let's look at Ethereum. Here it seems Ethereum USD. Okay, similar. So here it seems that Ethereum has gone into a little bit of a tunnel right here. Here we have a strong resistance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this looks like the new resistance line. Unless something big. Okay, so here we have price surge puts majority of Ethereum investors in profit. Okay, here we could still see a rally. Bitcoin doing similar. It's not very exciting for people at the moment, but let's look at gold. Let's look at gold. Is this Barry Gold Corporation? No. Bitcoin's in a tunnel. Okay. So this is for today. Let's look at another one at the SPY. Interesting to see. I mean, if it were that easy to predict it, then we wouldn't have algorithmic trading and so on. But the idea is long term to buy low and sell high, of course. I mean, but the biggest problem is that when we are low, you never know when the low is going to be, and you or I and no one wants to buy a full knife. Here you can see the RSI, we were very hard, so a lot of technicals here colliding, and it was what it was. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, share this video, it can help somebody out there. So until next time, all the best from World of Trade.